Was good, was goody good, was hood. Alright. As it turns out, today was my younger bro's day off. So that made it so that it took longer for me to stream today. Actually, hold on. Let me check something out. I was about to fucking say. So the name of the game for this outing is, I'm trying to get my combination crafts. Shouldn't be so hard if I just do this repetitiously. Travel in Merkaba. Alright, so I want to get to... What, I can't go like anywhere now? Oh man. So there's like no place for me to like grind? That is some BS right there. I was hoping for a little bit better game. I was hoping that you would let me, you know, let Shorty rock. By the way, I hate that phrase because every time I use it, nobody knows what the fuck I mean. They always think I mean the opposite of whatever I actually mean by that. Just, you know, do what you gotta do. Ironically, people think I mean fuck you when I say that shit. That's the unfortunate thing about me. I know a lot of like NYC, AAVE, and people are starting to use some of that shit, but it is confusing as hell, and people have only grasped the easier concepts. Okay, come on. So...
実験用の無線ブースター。ここから動力ネットをハッキングしてクロス後戻りはでき。
That's a booster site.
Camera の準備は OK。音声テストもバッチリです。
こちらもブースターのいつでもは。
OK 議長よろしい。
ああ、始めてくれたまえ。
This is such a weird squad.
そんじゃ無線ブースターより動力ネットへの。
カメラ
皆さんこんにちは。クロスベル通信社所属グレイス・リン報道記者です。念のため言っておきますと、クロスベル通信社は今回の件私の独断による報道ですので、あしからずご了承ください。さて早速ですが、クロスベル自治州代表ヘンリー・
クロスベルの市民諸君およびこの映像クロスベル自治州議会議長
I hope I didn't fuck myself over when it came to doing some of these.
全黒い国防軍という軍事組織も設立され、新たな体制に慣れつつある人もいるかとは思いますが。
I think I really fucked myself over when it comes to these quests, but that really sucks.
無論現状についてもぜひですが、現政府は真に民主的な手続き自治州議員の多くが拘束され、この宣言が議会の承認なら
I want to accidentally miss content because the walkthrough presented information non-linearly. I hope that's not what's happening here. It's one of those things where following a walkthrough can sometimes fuck you over when you're trying to do some things.
そしてそうした手続きのせい、私が皆さんに問いたいのは、果たしてこの状況はただ自治州代表の一人として、私はここにクロスベル独立国が無効であることを宣言いたします。
おお、言っちゃって。
でもこれで少しは動きやすかった。
ああ、セルゲイさん。
それ以外にはさて忙しく。
ここから先は私の方から数々、まずは2ヶ月前。
この不快な映像は一体いつまで続くのかね。
侵入経路はつかめたため、あと2分ほどでしょう。
該当スクリーンについてほどなく。
虚実を織り交ぜた妙手、老兵の意。何よ、
君たちが議長を逃したから。
いや、もっともこちらの主張通り全ての禍根を潰しておけば。
巫女殿の機嫌もある。支援課の関係者に思い切ったことまではできない。
I guess if they kill the SSS, then Kia is just gonna reset the timeline.
市外の国防軍にも少なからず影響があるはずです。
She's not gonna be down to do what they want her to do.
なんとか立て直してみましょう。
ああ。
Even if she can't reset the timeline, she's just not gonna be compliant. Like, oh, you guys killed my homies. I ain't gonna do what you tell me to do, even if it puts Crossbow at risk.
なんとかする必要が。
あ
やれや、お父上はどうも思い切りが足らぬい。
まあ。辛抱遠慮とでも思って大陸全土の秩序を組み替える壮大なるお父様一人ではどうしても限界。
The entire continent, not just the western half. That's crazy.
だから優秀なスタッフがいろいろと牽制や
パパ、話は。あ、ベルお嬢さんだ。ヤッホー。
例の話に。
あ
あ、やれやれ、俺の目。
それではシグムントさん、今後の段取りについては。
ああ、小僧、俺はあんたらの仲間になった覚えはね。勝手にやっ
バルド、その気があればとことん鍛えた。
もし
化け物親子の間違いだろ。対等に渡り合ってるあんたも相当な玉だと。
You know you're fucked up when Bald is like, man, y'all motherfuckers built differently. Cause you know a hood dude like Bald swears up and down he's built differently as well. Hood dudes have like a lot of ego about that shit. Oh, they tend to pick and choose.
あんたがくれた薬のおかげで俺は力を手に入れた。
The power you deserve.
誰もが使いこなせない圧倒的な。
魔人化した時のバルドさんは私たちにとっても
せいぜい喜んでモルモあの野郎をぶっ潰して。
He's just gonna let himself get manipulated like that. I mean, I let myself get manipulated earlier today, so I'm not gonna speak as if I'm above all that shit, but... That lady gonna turn this guy into a fucking thief from Fabula Nova Chrysalis era Final Fantasy. It needs the 5G in Huawei.
それでは金の共鳴。
ガレリア要塞を消滅させた白いアイマーだ。
いや、その2つが
となると、
ああ、それには手が出せない。
まあ、
そうい
確かにそうでしたね。
どうやら月のとして星見の塔はハリアンロ。
あの常識外れの女騎士か。
正直困った。道化師の方は何とかなるか。かの鋼の聖女が相手じゃ難攻。
そんなに。
ああ、決し彼女はそういった達人たまるで人の身では勝てないことが。
そう。ワジ君は教会でもドミニオンと呼ばれる。それでも対抗は不可能なの。
ああ、なんとか太刀打ちできるとしたら。
だが大陸全土がこのさすがにセルナトス、
こんな時にケビ
悩んでいる暇はない。この状況を打開できるここはあえて
だな。
同感。どんな達人、そうね。
行きましょう。
まあせめてアリアンロ。彼女は愚か。戦を止め。
Stargazer's Tower. Okay, good. I was about to be pissed. You're not going to hit me with that bullshit now. At least it doesn't do like a Final Fantasy X and hit you with that Yi. Okay, so I need a Sunshine on yes 14, so... Alright, cool. So, a couple things I want to do. I want to quickly start grinding my S-Crafts. I got a lot of party members I need to improve upon. Alright. So, records. Forge a strong bond with Ellie. Okay, be my tutor. Okay, combination craft with Ellie, Star Blast.
任せろ。
行きます。敵集団撃破しました。
There you go.
先制可能。始めましょう。
Craft.
よし、上出来だ。
お疲れ様。
Okay, record. Travel Merkaba. Organized party.
行くぞみんな。
俺の番。
行きます。そこです。
任せてきた。まだまだいける。
There you go. So I was able to get that with Wazzy. Seriously, I'm fucking with Wazzy that much. Let's see. So this is like the finale chapter. So getting through the finale just gets you 50 points. That's pretty amusing to think about. Okay, I'm a first-class senior detective. So these two, if I get them, that's like a 200 point. I need one more combo craft, so I guess that's probably from like the remaining quests. It's wild I haven't gotten this yet, but 64%, so I guess at a second playthrough I'll get that accomplished. Combat notebook.
ここだ。よし。ま、これが実戦の差ってやつかね。
チャンスだ。よし、上出来だ。
歯応えありそうじゃねえか。
Alright, let's see. So you take this pretty averagely.
任せろ。
行くぞ。全力全開。行くぞ。あいた。
Craft. Okay, got an Onyx gem out of that. Gangstalicious. It'd be nice to get a ×4. Let's see. This shit is wiggity wackio. Alright, so status, record, Londi, okay. I'll try to do one more Randy. I'll try to do like free with Wazzy. Okay, well, let's toss Battlescope to you. Alright, let's see, so gotta use the higher elements. Craft, combination craft, or I'll do one more with you. This is actually kind of cool. I mean, let's see, Chaos Land, Calamity. Alright, I'm just gonna use this on you. I gotta use Fortuna for like non-scripted battles more often. craft. That was an overkill. You are not weaving shit. Usually, Lloyd is the good weaver and Randy kind of sucks with it. But she's just dealing crazy damage because her thing is magic based. I fucking hate this shit, man. Art, fucking Chrono Drive, A reflex, electrical magic, whatever. I need something. Give me some Fortuna. That enhanced his healing by a bit. Alright, let's see, Ice Hammer. Alright, let me see. So there's a state of play that's going to happen sometime in the 20th of May. According to a rumor. I'm not necessarily going to hold my breath if that's true or not, but a lot of people are assuming it's going to be more Final Fantasy 16, but I doubt it considering the fact that we're getting a demo in 11 and certainly a launch trailer. So what do they have to show us in between a launch trailer or a demo and a launch trailer? Well, it's not between those two. It's actually between everything that they've shown us with the 20-minute state of play and the demo and launch trailer. Like, there's not really a whole lot left to show unless you just want to show the rest of the game off, which you don't want to do. I don't know what else to say besides that. Like, it's not a good move. Like, at this point, you're not selling people in the game, you're kind of selling them away from you. It depends, because Final Fantasy 16 enjoyers seem to have like a weird fascination with the game. You can show them absolutely anything and they'll go crazy. Except for crawling through a surface. That just traumatizes the hell out of them. I could try this, but all I'd really get is like some good EXP. I'd rather wait until I have the... Well, I wouldn't get any EXP, that's the problem. I would just get a good item. I probably don't even want to put in my formation. Speaking of which, Wardman, Increases. There you go, buddy. Thunder Cycle. I forgot to give her that. Honestly, some people are jumping into the conclusion that we'll be seeing Final Fantasy VII Remake, or Rebirth, I mean. But I'm holding my breath on that, just because I haven't heard anything about Square Enix necessarily in this. I do know that Square Enix usually doesn't like going too long without announcing things in the future, and we know that Kingdom Hearts Rebirth and Dragon Quest XII Adventures of Dai, Heroes Strash, or whatever it was. Those are all things that are like coming out, but we don't really have like a big litany of things. 7.0, I guess we could see more on that, but I don't think they want to promote that necessarily, because they usually like to do like 6 months prior with that. I've been thinking more about Final Fantasy 16. I've been thinking about a lot on the Hiroshi Takai side because I'm a big Saga fan and I know his work on that series, but it's also come to my attention that Naoki Yoshida wanted to make like a Bloodborne game before Bloodborne was even a thing. So he might actually just prefer darker story types. He might be like a seinen writer who's just been working on like all these shonen JRPGs for quite some time. And this might be like his chance to really show off that side. I think that's cool, if that is the case. And I'm a huge fan of shonen in general, so. But I do like seinen stuff. I mean, Xenosaga felt borderline seinen in many ways. But that's the thing, because Final Fantasy 16, I know I'm gonna get it eventually, because it's the next mainline game. I don't want to be the guy who has to take too long to renew his PhD in Final Fantasy. Like, I played through 11 on stream, man. Like, I was committed to getting through all these games. But what I realized is the combat system, which is obviously a character action game, and the fact that it took its story structure from the Naruto games, like the premise of Jinchuriki, that's the most Japanese thing about it. Like, obviously it doesn't play like a turn-based RPG anymore, and that sucks, because that's a big reason why I hop into the Final Fantasy games, is getting that experience. But at least the combat feels like it belongs with a Japanese game. Some of the stuff in this feels Western as hell, but I can't say about the other stuff. It doesn't get any more Japanese to me than doing style change combos, stingers, and all of this other flashy stuff, launchers, and then like stuff that put motherfuckers on the ground. It's ironically what people used to like swear Dragon's Dogma was, but that's because people like presenting Dragon's Dogma as a character action game, and you've seen that I've tried playing it like that. Resident Arc, obviously, Mike wanted to treat it more like a spell casting thing, and he got like all these complex spells, and it worked out well for him. But because I was committed to playing it as if I was Dante or some shit like that, I didn't get to enjoy my time with the game. I thought, man, what the fuck is this shit? But it seems Final Fantasy 16 will satisfy that. It's not gonna be the Final Fantasy 5 action-based thing people say it is, because you're not a black mage. You know, the little chip damage shooting thing you do is black mage magic oriented, and you can hold it down and make it stronger. But that's not the same thing. You're just shifting goalposts at that point. Ursula Road, Monsters, Mains Mountain Path, West Crossbow Highway. Okay, so never eat soggy waffles. My big concern is, like, am I going to remain interested enough in playing a Final Fantasy 16 type game? At least it's a PS5 exclusive, so I don't have that temptation of playing a PlayStation 5 version and a PlayStation 4 version the way I do now that I have Valkyrie Profile. And what's its face? God of War. I mean, I'm gonna try and see if I can get a easy, like, instant plat with 7 Remake, since that has a PlayStation 5 version and a file transfer then. Alright, let's see, so... Alright, you don't like this shit? So really quickly now, I want to check how many trophies I need. Alright, let's see, trophies. Defeat 16 enemies in a single battle. Alright, that's not something I'm gonna get with this one, so craft. Alright. Butterfly. Okay, got a topaz gem. Might as well use this. Okay, record. So I got a little bit more with Blondie. Well, I haven't given her. Okay, hold on, let me see some shit. So Ellie gets 5 hearts. Oh, 10. No, I'm grouping them in 5 and 5. Tio gets 10. Randy gets 9. Is that because Lloyd doesn't harbor the same like romantic feelings? Because you don't swing that way. Noelle gets 10. Wazzy gets 9. Risha gets fucking 6, I think. Dudley gets 3. They get like a whole bunch just because you know it's a group. And loving the crew, ayo. Hey, fucking yo.
俺の番だ。
私の番でそこです。さてそこです。
任せてくれ。えってや。悪いな。先に行かせてもらうよ。
Okay, so let me swap. Feels bad swapping out any of these guys, but.
みんなチャンスよ。
やれやれ。
Move, craft, holy bullet. Should move her right here actually. I have no love for.
先生かの始めましょう。
Craft.
行くぞ。
今だわ。
There you go.
よかった。
I'm trying to think of something right now.
チャンスよ。
やれやれ。行く。
I want this.
制圧完了。次に行こうか。
System, tactics, ordnance, forts. There's something I'm trying to get. I'm trying to think about it. Yeah, I've been on for about 40-something minutes. This is my younger bro's day off. This is the final chapter, which is the longest chapter in the game, so don't let that fool you. I'm not almost done with the game. I got like a whole litany of boss fights and story revelations and side quests to go through. Yeah, it's unfortunate that this is the last game to ever employ this kind of like sprites in 3D low poly backgrounds look, because from then onwards the series would go on to like a fully 3D aesthetic, and that did turn a lot of people off, especially because the early 3D like in the 2013 2014 games looked comparatively rough. Alright, let's see, Morka Village or Ancient Battlefield. I want to go to Mainz Mountain. Yeah, there's Trails in the Sky, that whole trilogy of games. There's Trails of Cold Steel, the series after this, there's 4 games for that. In a couple months, I'm going to play Trails into Reverie, which is supposed to connect the Cold Steel games, or the first half of the entire saga, with the Kudo saga. And then there's Kudo, which is probably going to be called Trails in the Dark, and that's going to come out to America much later on, like probably next year. So it's a big series. Damn, do I hate using Wazi.
なんだ、その程度かい。
Yeah, basically because of the emergence of, what do I call it, cryptids and pleroma grass, the ecology of the world in Crossbell, or I guess the city-state, is kind of changing. Yeah, high-speed mode and shit like that. Like these, okay, you probably won't like those things. Let me get past these mines. Or at least fight the, let me see, there's probably a boss around here. This thing, okay, this thing is not a spider. Items. Yeah, it is preferential for me because I do not have the attention span to be dealing with the regular speed of this game. Sometimes I have to do it for like harder fights to slow shit down. Alright, so let me think about this. Okay, I'm gonna use burst. Thunder Cyclone, Craft, Arts, Genesis Flood, Craft, Combo, Strike Heaven, Craft. There you go. What does a water gem do? Let me check out what that item does. Yeah, I'm just taking care of like all the remaining optional stuff before I go into the story part. Okay, so water gem. Max hit points plus 25%. No, there's no like... Oh yeah, that does make sense. That special attack, they are kind of in the air and then doing that combination attack while they're kind of like falling. Yeah, that makes sense. I do like the combination crafts, but I usually skip them because I've seen them so many times. They're very like cinematic-y and almost like straight out of a anime from the 80s. Like Saint Seiya, almost. Alright, let me see. System, record. Wazi. I gotta do it one more time with Wazi, so... I'm trying to use everyone's like combination special attacks so that they'll like the main character a lot more, and I can get their like hangout cutscene where they talk about how we're such good friends. I'll get a trophy out of that. Yo man, you and I, we've been through so much shit. I know, motherfucker. And the trophy pops up. You know, those like weird friendship hangout moments. Look at all the shit that we've been through together. Yeah, we've been through some of the toughest battles. I'm so glad we've been friends. And then boom, trophy. Like, whatever, man. I've played. What about him? I have no idea how he came through. Let me see. I'm talking about the game. I have no idea why this guy didn't drop a trophy yet. Okay, I'll board the Merkaba. Let me see. I guess I gotta go here now. I mean, in my case, I'm just glad that the weather is finally warm. But keep in mind that the circulation in my body is really bad. It's not as bad as it was back in like 2018 to 2020. That was the absolute worst. I used to have to explain to people that throughout the entire day, my body felt like it was soaked in ice water. Because the thing is that, you know, I unfortunately have that type of family where if I don't complain about something, they think it's not a problem. Like, I could be like bleeding from the head, but if I don't complain about it, they'll just think I'm fine. So when I went to high school, people used to like say, "How come you're always complaining about things?" It's because one of the good things about having that type of dysfunctionality is you learn to speak up. Like if you don't like something, you say it. Oh shit, this really sucks. Which is good. You gotta take the good lessons. A lot of people, like, even when I was younger, I didn't like speak up that much about my problems. Try to get people to solve them. Because it was like, it makes you sound entitled. It's like, is the person gonna actually accept it? Are you in a position to where the other guy's gonna say yes? I'm not necessarily looking for solutions, but I will at the very least say, hey, there is a problem and I don't like it. Because sometimes people, you know, they think you're just fine with shit. Although I realized that, you know, my mom's had that like issue even like at work because you know, she saw that one of the coworkers was bullying another coworker, and she thought, they were just okay with it. So she just straight up asked him, "Hey, are you okay with being called this thing?" And he got annoyed by her because he was like, "No, I'm not okay with being called that thing." The other guy does it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that. Okay, so I got trapped up right here. Those things could either be like a bonus item, or it could be one of these. Okay, I'm just gonna cook them up. She didn't know that was like just because like someone else is talking about it never do the same way doesn't necessarily mean that it's like okay. Yeah, it's like a hybrid thing, a chimera. But thankfully she asked, and I think she should have just kept it with regards to common sense. Unfortunately, I think with her, it's also the fact that she went to Catholic school. So, she still had it like ingrained in her brain because of what they taught her, that men have no emotions. So she would used to like watch me suffer, or go through shit in life, and she would think, oh, he doesn't actually like feel anything. He's just like pretending to elicit sympathy. So that she realized like a few years ago, like at 2019, that oh no, people do actually have emotions when they're men. It's not just like a woman thing. And now she's starting to like ask people, hey, how does it make you feel when this person talks to you this way? Like, she's starting to learn. Kind of, but it's also the fact that men do have emotions, and we understand that, but that generation was taught, Gen X, that only women have emotions. So a lot of times what happens is when they end up having kids, they'll upset the kid, and the kid will start crying or some shit. And they'll be like, the guy is just trying to manipulate me. He doesn't actually feel anything bad about anything. Like, I remember I used to like tell my mom when I was 13 years old, I miss my friends. I'm in this like summer vacation. I'm not seeing them. I just want to like hang out with them. And she was straight up said, oh, you're just dwelling on the negative. Because at the time, my psychologist that I was seeing at the time, he told her, the way you're speaking to him, he's only dwelling on the negative. She didn't understand what he meant by that. So she thought he was saying, your son just likes to dwell on the negative. She didn't connect to that part where he said, it's because of, the way you talk to him, the way you treat him. Alright. Which, unfortunately, because my dad's not really part of my life, he doesn't know that I have to deal with that. So he thinks that, the way I've interacted with my moms is the way he dealt with, his moms, which was, he had a tough mom. But the thing is, his mom actually like my mom cares about me too, but there was like this like normalcy to the toughness. It was tough love, but it wasn't weird. So when I explain the type of stuff that I dealt with, in terms of my interactions, he doesn't get it because his moms used to like beat the piss out of him when he was a kid, but at the same time, there was also this like level of I'm going to, you know, listen to what you say and take it seriously that she had. You know, she acknowledged, you know, his humanity and stuff like that. I didn't necessarily have that. Like, I would tell her things and she would think I'm lying. So, because of stuff like that, I've learned you gotta like speak up in life. Because all of that put together, like I've kind of switched on topic to topic. Alright, let me see what elemental weakness you have. Alright, I'm gonna switch to burst. Hopefully I get a trophy. Let me see... Photon shot, let's do that. Fortuna... You're not really. Well, I can't say no, but from what I'm saying, not really, but there is an importance to acknowledging other people's feelings and things of that nature, and it's essential to why I'm as opinionated as I am at times. Some people take that as me being hyper negative, hyper critical, but it's also like a necessity. You just never speak up. Whatever you get, man, you just gotta accept it, because what did you do to change it? Nothing. Okay, so I got a Master Quartz ability. And a Burst Orb. That's pretty cool. So... Yeah, that's the thing. That's why a lot of people are honestly of the opinion that like some people shouldn't have children. I'm also one of those guys. Now, what to do about that? Like, disincentivize them from having kids? I don't want to take like an authoritative position on that, because historically that's had problems. Now, comparatively I've been better off, even with some of the lingering resentment that I have over shit, but just to like stay on topic here. Well, there's like one side quest I'm missing out on, I think. I gotta find out what it is. Yeah, it's this one. Ursula Road Monster Extermination. Where the fuck is that joint? I gotta find that thing. Now, the big excuse I've seen is that, parenting doesn't come with an instruction manual, but I disagree with that. The problem is that what we've been instructed on has actually made parenting worse. I mean, remember, there used to be books that used to teach you how to discipline your kids, where one of the advices was to like cover the kid with a sheet and then like beat him with an object, and that actually caused like some children to die. Which, you know, it's a heavy-handed topic, but what does that tell you? It tells you, you know, someone made a lot of money publishing a lot of books telling you how to raise your kids, and that was one of his advices for like disciplining a child who probably just didn't want to do what his crazy-ass parent who would do something like that did. And you gotta think about it, like, someone who maybe doesn't understand the weight of violence and what you could do to another smaller human body, they might not have realized, oh shit, that's not just a regular ass whooping, that's execution right there. So probably flipped out, was like, oh shit, I didn't actually want to do this, and now they gotta live with what they've done. So the way we've instructed people, I remember I had like a teacher in grade 9 who used to say, and you know, this is a dude who had like he's the same age as my dad, he has a kid of his own. When a child is crying, ignore the child. Don't do what the child is saying. Think about that for a moment. Think about how we're actually taught to, you know, not, you know, acknowledge the feelings of the child. And then when the child grows up, he doesn't necessarily trust you anymore because you didn't believe him when he or she was going through this thing. Now you're old, you're in a position where you need to be taken care of, and they're just gonna be like, you know, I'm gonna treat you the way you treated me. But it also comes down to like gender stuff as well, because as I've said before, yeah, sort of, it's to teach you responsibility and stuff like that, and also it's usually a group project. School likes to give people barometers to see how far they'll go in life with just about everything. It's not really a place for learning, it's partly like a way to babysit kids and also a way to like judge whether someone's going to be successful in life or not. Which is oftentimes why people who do bad in school, they oftentimes end up doing bad always, not just in school but in real life, because that thing is not necessarily there to teach you, it's there to, you know, filter you. And that's what we've ended up doing. We don't actually like teach people like anything. We just find that people who are just naturally gifted at stuff and kind of filter everyone else out. Alright, let me... Is there a way to AT delay these guys? They're immune to that. But I wanted to like stay on track with what I was going with. The way we view gender is also kind of like a problem, because again, we taught people that like men have no emotions. And those people ended up becoming parents that would ruin the relationship they had with their sons. We do the same thing sometimes with the women, like the daughters. And we end up ruining the relationships with our daughters. So I think that's a big thing where a lot of this like stuff comes from is, you know, we're taught to like always treat everything like a battle of the sexes, and That's not necessarily how society should be. At all, really. Impede. Oh, he's got an impede ability. I didn't even remember that. I'm treating this almost like it's a hard mode fight. What the hell am I doing? Genesis Blood. Craft. Alright, I got this. This was like a Trails from Zero boss. Let me check something really quickly. There's one more thing I gotta get from the side quest here. Alright. Even though it's a waste of money, let me use the inn around here. And the eatery at the... So... I kind of retreaded my topic, but let me talk a little bit about, what's his face, the NBA game, because that joint was actually kind of interesting. The big thing people have been talking about is the stuff with fucking the dog that was apparently predicting who would win between Curry and, well, the Lakers and the Warriors. Apparently, the dog has been dead on with the TikTok thing, which to me is the weirdest form of divination I've ever seen in internet history. It's worse than when people used to use the Google suggestions when you type something up as like divination. That was a terrible time for Google. Like, I've been critical of modern Google, but at least when you search for something on Google, it's not lampooning you with, did you actually want to search for this thing? No, I want to search for that thing. But people used to use that to kind of like make decisions in life. Like what to order to eat, what to do any of that stuff with. But now people are looking at a dog on TikTok to divine who's going to win an NBA game between the Lakers and the Warriors. That to me just sounds amusing as hell. Like, the internet is never going to change. It's always going to be like a magical device for other people. But I do actually think that the Warriors are probably going to win Game 5. I don't think they're going to win Game 6, and I don't think in the case of like a Game 7 they're going to win. But in every other regard, yes, I do think that they're going to win the Game 5 because it is a 3-1, and they're gonna be playing intensely because they don't want to get, wiped out from the playoffs. So that's gonna make them a lot harder. But that's not sustainable. This is a very different Golden State Warriors up against a very different Lakers. The last time they've been competing in like a postseason, it was during the play-in in 2021, where LeBron was effectively a point guard, but at 6'9", and he effectively did a dagger to win, which is memorable as hell. It's too bad the rest of his series wasn't that good. But this time around, this is the LeBron that people were talking about back in like 2002. The 6'9" guy who can play make as a small forward. And that was the thing people used to always like brag about, that he can elevate a team through playmaking, and we're finally at a point where, yes, he finally has a team that can synergistically work with that type of basketball, and it's gotten him this far as a 7th seed. That to me is completely worth celebrating. This guy finally is able to work with his own standard fare playstyle, and it gets him this far into the playoffs. He hasn't done it like this since maybe the 2000s. Hold on, let me see. I want to check something real quick. Yeah, don't worry about it. You gotta leave, you gotta leave. That's kind of like the thing that I've had in my head for a little bit. This might actually be one of my favorite series he's ever done, and it's here at an Indian summer for his career, where he's not at his prime, but he's kind of tapping back into it in brief surges, and I think that's pretty cool. I'm not sure in the case whether he wins a ring, if he'll be an MVP. They might have to give that to AD because he's dominant on his odd games. But if he does end up winning a ring and an MVP, he also deserves it. Just because as strong as AD is, he's not the playmaker. I do like seeing Kuri kind of showing off new moves. I've told it to God that he kind of acts like Pikachu now, where he's darting around the arena and just even on the ball being hard to catch. I find that so entertaining to look at. I mean, he was slanderized for so long as just like a 3-point shooter with good off-ball, but he's not just a guy with a built-in aim assist. He's effectively got all of this stuff going on for him. This is the last season where the Warriors can truly be a dynasty team, as from here onwards the league is going to be a lot more restrictive about how these things work.
どうやらそういえば皆さん大金だ
とにかく
その通りやれやれゴルディアスキ
ああ
まあ博士や両兵たちのここに
とにかく
了解みんな気をつけて
よかった
Alright. Honestly, Campanella is an interesting opponent, but I know that when he's around, there's just going to be all these weird archaisms, and I don't actually like dealing with them. Okay, battle scope. Where the fuck is the battle scope? There it is. I might have to change my formation in the future because this is not it. See how quickly you over level and then go back to scale? That's one of those things I don't really like about variable level up systems is it ends up dissuading you from getting overpowered because it only helps you out for a little bit and then you return to the mean quite quickly. Calamity Edge. How much did that do? I felt like that did like nothing. Nah, it did quite a bit, but it's just nothing that I would write home about. Alright. Maybe this will help me out. I gotta just keep everyone with Fortuna, because otherwise they're just not dealing enough damage, preferentially. Okay, keep that side distracted. That was a completely different type of terrible. I don't know how to justify all of that bullshit. Alright. Bayless. Alright, let's see. Alright. Dark matter. Come on, heal yourself. I should have used like a Tira, but Dark Matter. Dark Matter. Art. Tira. Alright, there you go. I should turn things around a little bit. Ruin of Triumph. Restores 50 CP, attacks and craft fuel. You know what? That would actually really kick ass. It's not going to be useful for a lot of boss fights, but for some of them, I could really use it. Brave Smash, Brave Heart. Art, Support, Fortuna. The range on that self-destruct is crazy. I didn't think it was gonna be like that. This is that type of writing that I really don't mess with, which is the everybody in the crew has to have some shit to say line. You see it a lot more in like modern JRPGs because they've all adopted Persona 5 structure of making sure that everybody in the group is included. And I can kind of see why, because when they try to do something different, people complain about that shit too. All I gotta say is, man, I don't even know how the rest of the series is gonna look. Because I thought the Nuggets were gonna sweep the freaking what's his face? Phoenix Suns for sure. But then the Suns caught up, so who knows how it's gonna play out. I like the Phoenix Suns as a team, but I do want to see KD win it without Golden State Warriors. But at the same time, I think that would be a weird matchup for LeBron. I think the Nuggets are just like, really strong as a team. Jokic is a great playmaker, just like LeBron is. So it does come across as if it's like, who's gonna be like better at doing the same thing than the other team? Which is ironically what people seem to say about sports, is that who's going to be better at shooting the ball better than the other team, but it's not actually that simple. There's like a nuance to it. Shot selection, being able to drive to the paint, to the rim, the range that you generally have. But this time around, they have like a similar thing going where a vertically gifted person is out here. Dominating, man. Evade 3 is busted as hell, man. I need to focus on my heal monkeys a lot more. Well, first off, how come you haven't gone up a single point? I'll try to do it one more time with Wazzy, just have him set up an S-craft. If it doesn't work out, then it's just not meant to be. Honestly, in some games you shouldn't be penalized for like dying per encounter, because sometimes that's the role you play, taking the death. In this case, getting vanished didn't really like take away that HP from Lloyd, but it's something I've thought about. Like, think about how many boss fights in JRPGs overstayed their landing because people kept trying to resurrect party members that kept falling. But sometimes dying is a viable strategy, and I want the party member to like start taking deaths. Okay, I fucked up with that one. Alright, come on, let's see, Fortuna. Alright, let's see. Hero. Okay, this is gonna finish it up in style. No, even though I don't like using what's his face, he's coming through. Okay, let's see what goofy shit they have to say. This humor is so Reddit, man.
Nice fight.
Didn't want to do that. See, Randy's so much better to have around. Okay, equipment, a Mega Drive. Now I gotta check to see if I got any other worthwhile chests. My current formation is probably not going to be the absolute best for dealing with the next boss fight. The next major boss fight, that is. Okay. Had to make sure. Oh man, this is kind of annoying. One thing I will say is that if LeBron ends up fighting the Suns instead, it's going to be another LeBron versus KD. So it's just going to be him going through past rivalries time and again. Equipment. And because I said just, people are going to think I think that's going to be like a negative statement. No, I think that's actually pretty interesting. We're seeing a lot of super teams in the NBA, but we're not really like seeing a lot of true dynasties. I think KD was rocking with a super team right now. He was rocking with one during the Nets, but he hasn't been rocking with a dynasty at all. Last time he rocked with a dynasty was with the Warriors. Oh, didn't mean to do that. At least no one gets a crit.
おっしゃ
俺の番だな。バースト発動。
入った
Art, Tuna. Dark Matter.
任せろ
俺の番だな。
私の番ね。
俺の番だ
はい。ドライブ開始。
俺の番だな。エニグマ駆動。
エニグマ駆動。上陸かしら。
俺の番だ
はい、そこです。
俺の番だな。エニグマ駆動。
さあ行くぜ
私の番です。ドライブ開始。
よし。
はい。
Okay, good thing I came back here.
任せろ
任せて。
俺の番だな。行くぞ。みんな大丈夫か。
Okay, so when is she gonna have her level 5 equipment? Women, art, chords. So she's 900 away. I don't know how quickly I can get through that. Master Quartz, let's see, Pixie. Criminal. Alright, so I guess they both get Rune of Triumph, because they're both red. Affiliated. As for the finals, I just hope that LeBron doesn't blow off in the finals, because I don't want Skip Johnson to just like go off saying the same old stuff. But mostly because, like, I don't give a fuck who's on the Eastern Conference for the most part. Like, the Knicks have Derrick Rose, and the sentimental guy in me wants to see him catch a W for that. And also because that film director Spike Lee deserves some degree of love. And maybe I want the Philadelphia team to win it because, well, James Harden had an interesting story going from 6-man to a full-on like MVP. I need my evasion. They're trying to like bless me up with things that aren't actually like doing anything for me. Okay, so I neglected all of that. Be sure not to make that mistake again. I guess, like, I find, what's his face? Jimmy Butler. Yeah, his whole backstory is interesting, and just how he's been able to pull this joint off from the 8th seed. If he can catch a tip off the 8th seed, I do think that'll be cool. I don't want fucking like Celtics to win the season until the Lakers surpass them, because it'd be interesting to see things kind of like twist around since the Celtics era, where once what's his face, Bill Russell kind of dominated the league. It went from the Minneapolis Lakers having most of the chips to him. I would definitely enjoy the prospect of the Lakers finally taking majority at least one time, and then he can catch a ring for Jason. Jason Tatum, I think, is an interesting star, and as long as he's popular right now, I can see why someone would want him to like catch a My phone died last time I streamed yesterday because I just didn't have the batteries for that shit. Unfortunately, this game thinks I care about this thing a lot more than I do, so inundating me with like all this annoying shit. Sure, yeah, okay, might as well. I just had to make sure. Really, if he just makes it past the Western Conference, LeBron already just didn't know if 7th seed has ever done. An 8th seed has gone to the finals with Patrick Ewing in the lockdown season, but no one has ever gone to like this juncture in the game and done all for someone breaking that barrier. Because I want to see something that's never been done before. And there's a lot of that this season, but it's many outliers. It's a bunch of tiny first times that accumulated from everything changing so much after 2020, man. After the league got canceled for that 1 minute. Also, players aging unexpectedly well. We're starting to see who's genetically just built differently. It's a sight to behold. People are understanding the game at a rapidly different rate. Okay, they both have cast 2. I had to like check. If there was a cast 3, man, I would absolutely cook the rest of this game. There's gotta be something I'm missing out, like some type of orb I'm just not looking at. Alright, that's a nice little pun. It belongs on a popsicle, honestly, if it wasn't so damn verbose. Maybe one of those, like, thick stick popsicles. You know, for, like, the sexy ice cream. There's, like, regular ice cream, and then there's, like, the sexy shit. You know, it has like the erotic chocolate and stuff like that. It looks, you know, almost seductive. And then there's like the ice cream that's like, you know, this is for the whole family. Like, those are 2 different ice creams, man. They wanted the chocolate to be described as like velvety and like sensual. And, like, calm your ass down, man. You're scaring the children. Oh wait, hold on. If I put it on like one of these joints. Okay, so that's right. These things are always activated, so. There's some type of way that I'm not looking at. I wonder if one of these books is gonna have a recipe. Let me go check. Okay, I'm not checking to see where I gotta go, but I did have to check just to see. If one of these books is not gonna just turn out to be like a recipe. Because if that is the case, I'm gonna be like, oh fuck. Damn, I messed up. That's the dog thing. Okay, so one of those doors is like sealed on both ends, and I think I know which door that is. I just don't know how to like bust on through. So I can't hop on any of these joints. How do I even get there? Okay, my conception of everything is actually pretty off. So I guess that's wiggly wacko, but... It's not gonna be one of those puzzles. Man, I don't understand this side at all. Like, there's all this shit over here. There's gotta be something to do with this thing. Oh, okay. That's what I've been neglecting. Come on, can I do this back shot? Hey, fucking yo. What type of Final Fantasy 12 ass app is this shit? Okay, so I looped myself back around here. Let me just keep hugging the sides. Okay, I broke out from my hug pattern. What was that sound effect? Okay, so if I do that, then it loops me there. Okay, Fortuna, Calamity Edge, Art, Calamity Edge, Okay, that's not for you. Craft, speed delay.
ドライブ開始。
甘いっての。
よし。
俺の番。
行きます。敵集団撃破しました。
Seal has been released. Alright, cool. Turn your ass around.
Nice fight! よし、一気に行くぞ。
行くぜ。はあ、100年早いっつうの。
Equipment. That's for Noel. You got your best thing. Alright, let's see. Astral Raiment. I figured it'd be woman because it's astral and arraignment. Alright, let's see. Defense is 40. I don't know if I'd actually want that over a... You know what? I'll take that for her, because I don't want her to become too squishy now. Okay, that's a sign that I'm gonna have to run some fades real quick. Shoot me a fat one.
ダンジョン探索たまにはああいう
やはりお前
ずいぶんめ
少しは障害がないと君らだって楽しくないだろう。道化師ならではのお茶目なサービスとでも全然
それにしとても結社なんかにいるような
そのあたりの彼女と違って見た目通りの年じゃない。そうそうクロスベルの
I guess they really want to withhold this dude's backstory from us.
なかなか興味深かったけど
I mean, this early on in the series, it makes a lot of sense why.
覚悟の上
たとえ茨の道クロスベルはどうなろうとその意味では最後にとっておき現実いえ特殊な位相空間の展開
魔術的な結界に取り込むつもりか。
It's pretty much the progression of Naruto as well, going from genjutsu in mid-Piden, early Shippuden to like space-time ninjutsu
ここは
for the rest of the series.
もう少し実行者ナンバー0道化いざ尋常に勝負
I guess one is more OP than the other. It's one thing if you're hallucinating, because the other thing if you actually got taken to a different realm. Alright, let's go. Okay, so she got turned into a pepper. I guess I'm just gonna buff the pepper up.
さあさあシャッフルシャッフルあいたあいた
This guy is pretty resistant to physical attacks, so
まだまだ
our Kira. Okay.
さあ
Going.
シャッフルシャッフルあいた
I guess stay in your corner.
まだまだ
Kira to you, I guess.
あいたそれ
Imagine taking all that damage from a motherfucking pepper.
よし
あいた君たちにはかなわないよさあなかなか似合ってるよ
Alright, let's see.
さあなかなか似合ってるよあいたさあなかなか似合ってるへえはあ
Alright, so you're gonna be casting an art. I'm going to get a zero kill going on.
あいた やそれ
I wonder. Okay, so I'm not peppered up anymore. Let's see, craft. Tuna.
私の番です。ターゲットをすでに取得済みです。開いた。
任せろ。
開いた。
よし。
Craft combo. Let's see.
Huh? これはちょっとまずいかな。
Get a group heal going on.
行くぜ。
行くぞ。
君たちにはかなわないさあ。シャッフルシャッそれ。
任せてくれ。
行くぜ。
私の番です。
See.
さあ。なかなか似合ってるよ。
世話が焼き
さあなかなか似合ってるよ。はっ開いた。
Let me see. I want to re-up this. I do.
よし。
Craft.
さあシャッフルシャッフル。開いた。それ。
任せろ。
行くぞ。
開いた。それ。はい。
行くぜ。
俺の番だな。
Beat his ass.
さあ。
This one's kind of fun, actually. He's not doing any of that stuff where he like switches everyone into hitting each other, but I'm still getting jiggy with it. Alright, so let me turn this off so I can keep this tight.
行くぞ。これで決める。俺の番だな。
さあなかなか似合ってるよ。さあなかなか似合ってるよ。
Alright. She's peppered up as well.
さあシャッフルシャッさあなかなか似合ってるよ。
So I got a whole team full of peppers. If there's like an insta kill for everyone who's turned into a pepper, I'm pretty much screwed.
開いた。さーてと。
I'll move out the way.
や付き合い。開いた。開いた。君たちにはかなわないよ。
Alright, let's see. Celestial Bomb on you.
さあなそれ。
負けるか。
Items. Celestial Bomb on you. You just move out the way. Let's do a bomb on you. Just get up out the way. Meteor Breaker, I'm not familiar with that one. That was a fun fight, man. I would have to actually use my brain a lot more often in nightmare mode, but it probably wouldn't have been the difference between victory and success. Unless the damage differential was so different that I think last party member would have like gotten clapped up with that second death crash. But, you know, building TO up with CP so she can use her invulnerability, that's probably the big difference in like how you would go about that in nightmare mode, just being more fastidious about that aspect. In any case, the next encounter is going to be super difficult. The Steel Maiden is a beast. This whole situation kind of reminds me of the rivalries, but on a smaller scale. Going to these temples and having these weird esoteric matchups. Grab. Theo is a strong hitter now that, you know, magic damage is so overpowered in this game. Just having someone who operates on a different stat level circumvents a lot of the BS this game throws at you. I can also fight all the chest monsters, which would probably be a good idea. I'm out here kind of going off. I also do want to see like Chris Paul get the chip, but that's nothing new. I've said that plenty of times in the past. Alright. Stargazer Towers. I guess it's time to show up here. This is a fun section of the game. As a cohesive story, I don't really look too highly towards this game. Course is the ultimate bag fumbler. Like, I really like the dude in terms of charm, but as a person, he fucked up, man. He had a really good chance of actually bringing about independence for the government, but he did it probably in the worst possible way. He really shot everyone in the foot with that one. Like, there have been bag fumblers in my days, but he's exceptional at it. He took what was a glorified special economic sector and made it completely viable for it to be its own independent nation without too much fuss. And then he goes around and does this shit, shuts down all the banks so they're ready to shoot his ass. Guys like Guerrilla Fortress and Calvert. Then all this fuck shit happens and it's like, what the hell? We're out here fighting to lose our nation's independence because this guy overreached so damn hard. It's actually impressive. If he had just been a little bit more moderate, conservative with how he went about it, he would have gotten what he wanted. Because what he wants is something that I would, at that level, I really mess with. Okay, so we got a free impede. He was just a reliable damage dealer at this point. I guess I could just keep fighting these guys over and over again off screen if I want the... Mars Bell, okay, so I assume that's for like fire related stuff. It's too bad like all my fire oriented dudes have shit magic. Where are these joints?
大きいな。データベースでヴァンガードだったかな。ヴァンガード F3、我が敵機体が運用している特別に調整された。あなたは鋼の聖女。無事カンパネルラの守りを突破し、この宿号の塔では我が隊が相手を務めましょう。まずは彼らの守り。話はそれ。全力。敵狙い撃つわ。よし。
私の番ね。ファースト発動。
アウト。
Alright, typical stuff.
行きます。
Alright, Fortuna. There you go.
俺の番だ。
What about... Let's see what your S-Craft looks like.
私の番ね。エニグマ駆動。エニグマ
よっしゃ。
行くぞ。
You know what? Let me just finish your ass off.
上出来だ。
さすがですね。
Same difference.
どうやら党の要所は覚悟と決。
敵機体。
結社の中でも最強と言われる一人一人がレギオンに迫ると思った方がいいかもしれない。
確かに相当ヤバそうな娘どもだったな。
It's diegetic or a little narratively consonant because they are that tough when you fight them.
エリーさん
Especially that annoying lady who heals herself.
何か気にな
in
ることがある。
return.
鋼の聖女。
そいつは
わざわざ顔をかく。
うん。聖杯騎士団でも素顔と
犯罪歴があるからといった単純な理由でもなさそうです。
If it is had a criminal record, she's existed for like over 500 years. There's probably a statute of limitations and shit.
そうだな。そのあたりも彼女たちとの対決だ。見えてくるかもしれない。彼女の言葉。
はい。
This place to go. So I'm gonna wrap all of this up for now. I'll be streaming again in over tomorrow. This has been your boy, Mr. Marcus 7. Thank you guys for watching. Like I say, I made it there.